I'm still here. The devil was a lie. He's trying to throw me off my game. You know what? He's not going to win.
Not today.
Not today. That's what I was saying.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nokuthula and today I have a special guest. This is my roommate,
Kaliyah.
And today we've decided to film a girl talk video because her and I were talking the other day and I felt like we were just dropping gems. So I'm like, okay, Kaliyah, we need to film a video together. So that's what we're doing today. And I actually asked some people on my Instagram what topics we should talk about, whether it's like relationships, confidence, and some people sent some really good topics. So that's what we're going to be discussing, like answering questions and just, yeah, girl talk. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. So the first topic that we're going to talk about is lack of sisterhood in the, I'm going to guess, female community, backstabbing, and fakeness. So what are your thoughts on that?
Oh my god, where can I get started? That's the better question.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I think like the root of like all of that is just like fear and insecurity. Like most people are like scared that people are not gonna like them, like if they show their true selves because they're not confident in themselves yet. Mm-hmm. So they feel like they have to be catty and like, do like that
extra stuff.
Extra shit to other people, like, to make themselves feel better, which is like, like that's
yeah.
Like I said, I think it's really just like insecurity because like when you're insecure, you do a lot of things that you wouldn't normally do. So I feel like that all is like the root of it. Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah, and also I think it also stems from people not knowing their true friends, because if you put a lot of trust in someone who, like, if you overvalue your position in someone's life and they don't necessarily feel the same way about you, you will end up getting hurt when they do something to you, and you may view it as backstabbing, but to them, you guys just weren't that close. So that's also another thing. It's just understanding who your true friends are and, yeah, not trying to overemphasize your place in someone else's life. That I've learned the hard way, but I'm still learning. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's with everybody though, but also I feel like people intentions sometimes are off too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like sometimes you won't really know who your true friends are until like you're put in a situation to where like that color, like you're able to see like,
yeah.
oh, okay, like, she's not really my friend, like like,
yeah, that's true.
I wasn't feeling how she handled the situation, so like like okay, like that's not really my friend. So yeah. I agree. Like it depends.
Yeah, it does depend. It's hard to come by real ones.
Well, basically, another point that I wrote down was like basically, like once you become like solid like within yourself, like you kind of just,
yeah,
like I feel like once you're sure of yourself and like once you feel like you that one, like nothing really can faze you. So
yeah,
I feel like with that, and then also with other people, like I feel like people pick up off of energy, like like how you carry yourself, and like they see like, okay, look at her, she's confident, she's this and that,
yeah.
So I feel like people gravitate towards that one, and then also I just feel like when stuff like that does happen with you, like it really doesn't affect you as much as it would have, because like like you've grown within yourself and you're like, okay, well whatever, like it happened. I still have these other people like that really support me, like that really care about me, so like it's not that big of a deal. But
yeah, and also looking at like someone who's backstabbed you, it's also looking at it, well, you can look at it in two different ways. You can either look at it as, oh my goodness, someone's hurt my feelings, all of this stuff, or you can look at it as a lesson and you can learn to grow from that. And it kind of is a positive thing, because then you start getting rid of like the fake people around you.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a part of growth, though. Like, it's like, okay.
Growing pains.
Exactly. Like, sometimes it really do hurt. Like, when you're still, like, in that early stages of, like, really building yourself. And you're like, damn, like, I thought she was my friend. I thought he was my friend. Like,
Yeah.
But then it's like, once you look back on it as you get older, you're like, that really, like, I feel like really what don't kill you actually does make you stronger. Mm-hmm. So I feel like God ain't gonna never put nothing on you that you can't bear. So it's like, even though it feel like at that moment, like, like, oh my God, like, this is the end of the world, whatever. Like, once you look back on it, you're like, oh,
once
like,
you overcome it,
exactly,
like, you feel so much better, and you look back at like what you've gone through, and you do realize how much you've grown from it. So, yeah, growing pains, they're good. Yeah, bittersweet stuff. Okay, so the next one, this is my fave, is journey on self-love and how to reiterate boundaries for yourself. I'm not sure what the last part of this question
I was going to ask you that too. I was like, what's BIT? Or BI, whatever. I was like,
okay, but yeah, journeys on self-love and how to reiterate boundaries for yourself. This is my fave. because I feel like, I don't know, for the past few years I've just been on this like self-love journey, and it's really hard. That's the first thing to emphasize. It's not something that's easy, and it's not something that happens overnight. It takes a lot of time, just knowing yourself, understanding yourself. So I think that self-love starts with acknowledging and like accepting the flaws that you have. And with that, it's not like, oh, there's this that's wrong about me, it's fine, I'll keep it how it is. You also like learn to build on those flaws to kind of make them as positive as you can, and also learning to appreciate and love the ones that you can change. I think that's really where like self-love starts. Yeah.
I think you started out good. Just to like build on that too. Also, I feel like it also comes from home, because I was talking to my mom about this yesterday. Like, I know people and I'm friends with like some people that like, I don't know, they're not as confident in themselves, and I feel like that really starts at home, especially like you get like grow older. Like, I feel like all that stuff that like I learned from my mom and my dad, like about just like being yourself and just really knowing who you are and not letting other people's opinions of you affect you and really just like not really caring about what other people think about you. I feel like that really starts from home, because like I saw my parents do that. Like all the decisions that they made, like, you know, they took accountability for, or like they held each other accountable, or like, you know, they never really second guessed themselves. And like, you know, I saw that like growing up, like, okay, like, you know, look, my parents, like, you know, they making their decisions, they grown, they feel confident about what they're doing. So like I feel like that really helps me too, because it's like, okay, that's how I'm gonna be, you know. I feel like it starts at home, and then also like you said, it starts within yourself. Like, I knew like when I was in high school, like that's when my journey really started, and I really just like started, like you said, like really like just looking at yourself and just like really appreciating like how God made you, and just like really just accepting it. And it's like, well, I mean, like, you know, just be the best you can be, and you have to just continue to like grow and like hold yourself accountable too. And like, you know, when you do like, and like, you know, everybody's human, you know, so it's like sometimes you have them days where you're not feeling like the best, but on those days, like, you know, love yourself a little extra hard, or like I always take myself out on dates. Like, I try to take myself out at least once or twice a week, sometimes only once a week. So like I was like go thrifting, or like go shopping, or like, you know, even go like, you know, just doing stuff that like doing stuff that I like, and just like for myself, and like, or I wake up in the morning, like give myself a compliment, or even throughout the day, like, you know, just build a kid, like continue to build yourself up. Like, that really helps, like day by day. Like, even though it sounds like, you know, kind of corny or whatever, like it really works. Though. That's so.
And that's actually like a segue into my next point, which is giving yourself credit, because like a lot of times we tend to like bring ourselves down if we're not in places that we want to be, or if we thought we'd have X amount done by this time and we haven't. We're really harsh on ourselves, and it's not good at all, because we don't appreciate how far we've come and all of the things that we have overcome. So I think you really do need to give yourself credit for, I don't know, like Kaliyah said, just like even giving yourself a compliment when you wake up in the morning, or just taking yourself out, changing your environment just to like clear your headspace, or fresh air or something. It's really, really important. And I think that helps you reiterate the boundaries for yourself, because when you're kind of like in this constant like negative cloud, you don't see like how far that you've come, or you kind of forget everything that you've been working on for yourself. So when you kind of take yourself out of that space, that's when you then realize, what am I even trying to say?
I get what you're saying.
That's when you like when you take yourself out of the space, that's when you can like kind of like refocus, reflect and like refocus and like reshift your attention to whatever needs more attention.
Oh yeah, just basically what you're saying too. Like even just like practicing and getting like in the routine of that too. Like nothing happens overnight. Like you have to really like make yourself a priority, like before everybody else. Like you really gotta be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this for myself, X, Y, Z. Even like I said, even if it's small things, like all that counts. Like, you know, at the end,
it really does.
So it's just like just start slowly building on like every day, like just do something nice for yourself, or like, you know, just make yourself feel good. Cause at the end of the day, like if you don't feel good about yourself, you can't expect other people, like, you know, to treat you like that. Like it all starts within yourself. And also just touching more like on the boundaries part. I feel like back to accountability, like you really gotta hold first of all yourself accountable, and you have to hold the people around you accountable. I feel like with me, sometimes I'm a little bit too harsh on that, but I just feel like I have a standard, and I know like how I am, And I'm not gonna let anybody, like, you know, take me beneath my standard. Like, I worked hard to get where I am, and if I feel like you not at the standard, you finna get checked about it, and you finna be put on a timeout asking about me. My timeouts is famous timeout. Like, I will really give you, like, silent treatment. Like, I won't talk to you. Like, I will tell you I need my space. Like, and so I feel like you came correct, because I just feel like I said, I feel like I came too far, so I'm not gonna let you bring me back. Like, no. So,
and at the end of the day, it's about yourself. Like, it's not necessarily
Exactly.
about pleasing other people. Like, you have to put yourself first, like she said. And then, also, that's another good segue. We think alike. But another, like, key thing about self-love is also not valuing yourself through, like, other people's eyes or through other people's perception of you, because a lot of times people don't necessarily know, like, the full story behind how you are today. A lot of people can think a lot less about yourself than you do or than you are worth. So when you start looking at yourself through other people's eyes, you get really discouraged, or you just keep putting yourself down when you don't need to be, and you've probably accomplished a lot. So don't measure your own worth through other people's lenses. And also, I don't think you should compare yourself to other people. That is, like,
that's like
something that I'm still working on. Comparing yourself to, even like just comparing yourself to people on Instagram, like, you don't know those people, but it's like you put unnecessary pressure on yourself and you literally bring yourself down. Because there are days I get so down, I'm like, okay, this person's my age, they're doing so much more than me, but it's just like, actually, I've done a lot for myself as well. So don't compare yourself to people. It doesn't get you far.
And just even back on the Instagram thing, I feel like, honestly, like, you gotta realize, like, people only show you what they want you to see on Instagram. Like, that's everybody's Instagram. Like, no matter how small of a following or how big of a following you have. Like, when I'm not feeling my best, I'm not gonna be on Instagram, like, you know, talking crazy, like, about myself or whatever. Like, you know, being all depressed on there. Like, if I'm not feeling it for the day, like, you know, I'm gonna be a little quiet. Like, you know, just have my time to yourself. Like, you know. So I feel like that's important. Also, like she was saying, like, just don't compare yourself to people on Instagram, because, like, first of all, a lot of that shit be fake. Let's point that out. Fake
followers, fake likes,
exactly.
Fake
They be having bot followers. Like, stop. Like, do not believe all you see on Instagram. And also, it's just like, you don't know what people have to do to get there.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of people be escorting. Like, it's all types of sugar baby stuff going on. Stay woke, okay?
Yeah.
So,
and also, everyone's journey is different.
Exactly.
I really believe in that. So, like, what you may think is your time is not necessarily God's time for you. So you just have to learn to be patient as well and trust the process, because you will eventually get to where you need to be in God's eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, don't ever just be super, like, set on, like, something too. I know it's, like, kind of going on topic, but I feel like this is
but
like, sometimes, like, what you have planned for yourself is not necessarily what God has planned for you. So you gotta be willing to be flexible, because at the end of the day, like, he gonna be like, you know, he's stamping everything. So if he said this is how it's gonna go, it's how it's gonna go. Like, or you gonna get checked. So he'll check that. I think I checked a couple times before. So you really gotta just be flexible and just really be like, you know what, everything will work out in the end.
Exactly.
Like, you know, you really just gotta. That's what goes back to being confident in yourself, though. When you're confident in yourself, you know, like, okay, I'm not here right now, but I know God is watching me. He knows what's gonna happen. Exactly. You don't never know. Like, stuff really can change overnight, like, if he wanted to, like, you know. So it's just like, really just know, like, he got me. Like, that's the moral of the story.
Exactly.
Like, know that he ain't gonna never, like, bring you somewhere just to leave you. Like,
exactly.
Period. Yes. So
yes, God didn't bring you this far to get just to be this far. Like, you're gonna go a lot further than you're expecting to, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, okay. This one I actually really, really like. How to develop confidence in your body. Okay. Again, another thing that I'm still working on. We're definitely still working on all of these things. We're not where we want to be, but I feel like we do have quite a lot of wisdom for people our age, so we just wanted to share it with you guys. But confidence in your body, again, it comes with the whole self-love thing, and just accepting how you are. And although even if you want to make changes, you don't have to say, okay, this is how I am and I'm gonna stay like this. You can start I don't know, like small exercises every day if you need to, or like eating healthier meals like twice a day, or 3 times a day, however many times you want to eat healthy meals, or whatever you want to do. Confidence in your body is just, again, not viewing your worth or like your beauty through someone else's lens, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, honestly. What's beautiful to me could be very different to what's beautiful to her, and that doesn't mean that they're both not beautiful. It's just beautiful in my eyes and in her eyes. They're just different. But yeah, confidence in your, it takes a lot of work as well, and patience with yourself, because that's where I'm struggling, the patience, because if I'm not seeing results, I'm like, okay, I'm tired, this was fun, but next.
I agree. It's definitely also, it just goes back to damn, I lost my train of thought. Basically, going back to like the compliment thing, like just compliment yourself. Like you're not going 100% like anything about yourself, about anybody either. So that's one thing. So it's like even though like okay, like I don't know, there's nothing really I don't like about myself. I'm pretty much like, you know, cool with what I got. But just an example, like, you know, somebody might have like really big feet or whatever, like, you know, just like, okay, be like, okay, you know, I do have big feet, and then what, like, you know, find some cute shoes, like, you know, accentuate that,
right?
Make it work. Make it work.
Find ways to like make it work.
Exactly. And I feel like just being in fashion, I feel like that's another thing too. Like you kind of just learn how to make it work.
Yeah.
Like I feel like over the years, I kind of just like learned like different fabrics and different like, you know, styles and cuts of items that are like really work with my body type, and also just like, you know, finessing it. Like if it don't work, like, you know, make it work. So you know, I just feel like that all comes with it. You know, and also just even like, I don't know, not letting the media and like again social media fool you, because like a lot of that stuff is Photoshop. Like a lot of people like are like, you know,
or just paid to get their body done. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's like if you don't have the means to do that, you can't bring yourself down about that.
Like, because it's expensive. Like I don't really know regular people that's really affording that, so don't feel bad about it.
Right.
So that's another thing too. Yeah, and it's also like even like, but it can be positive too, because you can find people like that look similar to you and kind of be like, oh, okay, like that's like, you know, somebody I look up to.
Actually, I'm gonna put like a few Instagram people like on the screen, because I follow like a lot more plus size girls. Like I'm consciously trying to follow more plus size girls and people who just like reflect my body image, and it's really like,
it's empowering.
It really is, and it's so refreshing to see that like on my timeline, not just like itty bitty girls.
Yeah, so I'm like definitely trying to get more into like, you know, looking for more people who look similar to me, like even like, you know, my skin tone and everything, like, you know, that way I can kind of feel more, a little more positive when I go on social media. Like, okay, look, like, oh look, she's doing this, doing that, like we're around the same age, like, you know, we have similar, like, you know, that also helps you feel good about yourself too, like, you know. So
and just because someone says, well, someone doesn't think that you're beautiful doesn't mean you are not beautiful. They're not, like, they don't hold the bar for all beautiful people in this world. You should learn to love yourself, and just trust the process. You'll get to where you want to be eventually, whether it's through either like losing weight or just gaining more confidence. Okay, so our last point is now friendships, how to maintain them, long distance, fake friends, etc. Okay, for me, fake friends, I'm sorry, I just have to cut them off. Like, they're, no.
No bueno.
No. No, ma'am. Exactly. No, ma'am, no, sir. Exactly. Yeah, no, fake friends, like, you gotta go. And for me, I define fake friends, it's not necessarily by, like, being flaky or anything, but it's just, like, if I feel like you're kind of doing things to sabotage me or to make me go backwards in life, I find that very fake. Or just people who try and like, not to sound like I'm like anyone, but like people who always trying to like copy you. That's, I don't know, it's a bit worrying to me. There's one thing in like, oh, I like your style, how did you do that? But it's like, if you're literally trying to be like me, we're gonna have some issues.
You're gonna get checked. You're gonna get pressed about it. So what's up with this? Like she said, like there's nothing wrong with drawing inspiration from people. Like I love like Lil Kim, I love Rihanna, like I do love them, but it's also like a line. Like I know what works for me
and
what doesn't work for me. So people find what works for you and make it work.
Literally, I feel like it's gonna be the title. Find what works for you and make it work.
Oh, and just to like on fake friends, my definition is kind of similar, but like a little bit different. Just because I feel like my experience with fake friends have been people who overcompensate. So like I'm the type of person like when I first meet you, and people can like testify to this because I'm like this. I know myself. Like when I first meet people, especially in big groups, like I'm always super like reserved. Like I usually stay to myself like the first couple of interactions with people, because I kind of just like to sit back and feel people out and feel out people's personalities. Because I feel like I'm
energy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really good with that. Like, I kind of can tell within our first interaction if we finna be friends or we finna be associates, or I'm not gonna talk to you. Period. So like I can kind of pick up on that like when I first meet you. So you might be able to change my mind, but it's really rare. But if you do, hey, kudos to you. But like I said, my definition is just like people who overcompensate, overdo it, just be all in your face, like
just extra,
just all over the top. There's nothing wrong with being. That's your personality. That's cool. Like sometimes I'm extra too, but it's like have a line. There's time and place for everything. So I feel like if you just always on 1,000, like that's like a red flag for me. Like something is not right.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just like learn how to turn it on and off. Like, you know, I just feel like, and also people who are not sure of themselves, I feel like that can turn into being fake, because then it's like you'll like let anybody or anything sway you.
Exactly.
Like one day you like red, next day you like blue because you're friends. Like, you know, like people who get easily influenced by other people and it's not confident in their own decision making. Like, to me, that's kind of like you iffy to me. Like, you on the fence. And I'm not good with on the fence people. You gonna be off the fence in a minute and on the bench. Like, I don't play with that. So her definition of regular friends. And also like what she said, like me, no. Like if I catch a whiff of it, it's like, okay, I'm already gonna be watching you extra hard. And then it's like if I start seeing patterns where it's like this keeps on happening, not with me but other people, it's a wrap. It's
bound to happen to you eventually.
Exactly. So it's like, and also people who talk too much is another like
and like especially when they weren't asked about that person or that like subject, when they just like overshare stuff, it's like, this is
just, I didn't ask you that, but
so
thank
I'm
you
not
for letting
gonna
me
share
know.
things with you now.
Exactly, thanks for letting me know.
Right.
Thank you, because I will not be telling nothing personal, like nothing. And also it's like people who talk about other people who you cool with, like in front of you, like too comfortably, like that's questionable to me. Like if you see her talking about them like this, to me, I don't even imagine what she'd be saying. Like, you know what, I'm not here
about me.
Like,
exactly.
I feel like if you do that to somebody that you cool with, and I'm cool with you too, like, you know, I feel like that's just like, girl, I don't know about that one.
Right.
Keep my eye on you.
Right.
So.
And I think another thing about fake friends is also like understanding if, like I said before, if they're actually your friend, or if you're like overemphasizing your position in their life, or they're overemphasizing their position in your life. And also, just knowing the difference between friends, acquaintances, associates, and because they're very different, guys. You can literally be like kiki and kakaing with everyone, but like you don't have to tell every single person like your personal business. So just knowing the difference, and that will avoid a lot of heartache.
Exactly. It's a real thin line. Like, you have to definitely categorize the people and leave them in on categories until they're able to upgrade. Some people actually surprise me and have moved out of acquaintances to friends. It happens sometimes. Like I said, it's rare, but it does happen sometimes. So if you do, kudos to you. Right. But everybody's not gonna have that privilege. So just keep I have like my little square of friends. It's not even a circle, it's a square. You know, that's it.
So, no. That was a different line, never mind.
So like, you know, I just keep my same little friends. And also like, I don't know, I feel like the part that about this question that was hard for me is like the long distance like friendships. Like, I feel like she's better at that than me. Like, she's like friends with people like from like elementary school, I swear to God. Like, I'm like, damn, girl, like, how do you still keep in contact with them? Yeah. I feel like my longest friend I have is probably like my best friend. We've been best friends since we was like 11, and that was like in middle school. Like, you know, like me and him, like we still be in contact or whatever. But like that's like it. Like everybody else is kind of either like high school or like now.
I feel like a lot of my friends from when I was younger, I think because I don't know, when I was younger I just wanted to be friends with everyone. So I'd be like, oh, so and so is my best friend, so and so is my best friend. So I felt like the need to kind of maintain that relationship with them, either through like texting, Skype, FaceTime, all of that stuff. But then now as I'm growing older, there are a lot of best friends that I had in like when I was from like grade 2, grade 4 and all of that, who I actually don't even talk to anymore. And it's because, not that we're not friends anymore, but it's like
you outgrow people too though.
One, I outgrow people, and two, it's not necessary to keep that like that everyday conversation going. Like we're just wasting energy at this point. So I'm learning to just not always check on people, but people can always check on me. And that's another thing. I think I'm also friends with a lot of people. Like for me it's easy to maintain long distance relationships because I feel like I always need to check on my friends. So like let me not say I'm always the one messaging people first, but like I constantly want to make sure that my friends are okay. And I guess I always have intentions to see them eventually. So it's like, if we haven't talked in a while and then I want to see you, like it's just going to be awkward. So I'd rather just maintain that relationship. But maintaining long distance friendships or any type of relationship, number one thing is communication. You guys just have to, you don't have to talk every single day or every week, but when you do talk, you just you kind of pick up where you left off and kind of fill each other in. That's the first thing to me. And second, if you can, or if you have the means to, visiting people as not as often as you can, but when you can and as you please, that is also another key thing. And also I guess this goes back to communication, but if you have an issue with someone, they literally won't know unless you tell them. So, and doesn't mean like aggressively tell them, oh, like you did this to me, I'm hurt, blah blah blah, but just just communicating with each other, just learning to speak as adults. Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah,
I feel like I want to get more like that, but then I feel like I don't know. I feel like the people that I'm still friends with now, I don't know what's going on with my eye.
It's fine.
I'm still here. The devil was a lie. He's trying to throw me off my game. You know what? He's not gonna win.
Not today.
Not today. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this is hard for me because I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like I genuinely do love like all of my friends that I was. It's not even like I'm not friends with them. It's just like we don't talk. Like I have like a lot of, not even a lot of. I have like a couple of people that I've been friends with, like since like elementary and like middle school, and it's not like. We don't have issues with each other. It's just like I just feel like we're on two. We just don't talk. Yeah. One and two is like what she was saying. Like I was like reaching out more than was reciprocated. So I kind of was like, you know what? Actually, this is too much energy I'm putting into it. Like,
and sometimes when you get to that point, I feel like you also need to learn to cut it. Like not necessarily cut the friendship off, but like start backing off slowly because like you're taking more out of yourself than needed in that like you're kind of just watering dead flowers and
so I just feel like I said, like I don't have no issues with like nobody that I don't talk to on like the regular anymore. It's just like we just don't talk. And nothing wrong with that. It's just, we just don't talk. Like I don't have an issue with them. Like we still like say happy birthday to each other. Like some of the people and some people we just don't say anything at all. We like watch each other's stories. Like like each other pictures on Instagram or whatever, and that's fine too. It's like okay, whatever. It's just like we just
and I think that also has a lot to do with being understanding of people's like situations. So if like someone has a busy schedule or something and you're always irritated at the fact that they don't reach out to you, like you have to understand that they have stuff going on in their lives. So that's also what I'm trying to do. So when like someone doesn't reach out to me, I don't really get hurt because I'm like, okay, we all have lives. People are probably doing something important.
Oh yeah, also just going back to the fake friends thing too. Also, I feel like this is a really good point and people act like it's passive aggressive. I don't think so. But also sometimes you really gotta just block people and keep it moving. Like I don't mind blocking you and like, keep it moving. Like, I feel like you have to be in control on like
sometimes it is necessary.
It's really like it's a part of self-love. Like you don't not allowing that negative energy like in your
in your space.
I feel like it sounds petty because it's like I was explaining this to my friend and he basically was telling like like that takes a lot of energy. I'm like actually no, it's more energy keeping them being like, oh my god, look, they're still watching my story, oh my god, they're still doing this.
Exactly.
It's just like with blocking them or unfollowing them or whatever, it's simple. You don't have to see them, they don't have to see you.
Exactly.
Perfect. Keep moving.
I actually do agree. I have a few people on my block list.
Same.
And it's like not even trying to be shady like you said, but it's just like I'm just investing too much time worrying about you. You're probably doing the same about me, so I'd just rather like cut it off.
Yeah, and it was like I just don't care either that much. Yeah. I feel like once you block somebody, it's just like, girl,
you
whatever.
Literally forget about them.
Yeah, at this point. And it's just like, and also like I don't want you to see what I'm doing because I feel like people be nosy, like like. Girl.
And also like not necessarily saying like praying for your downfall, but it's like people don't necessarily wish you well. Exactly. So if they keep seeing you doing well, they will try and like figure out ways to stop that. And
and it's like you don't even need to see that. Like exactly. Why even give you that chance? Like I'm not even gonna give you that chance. You're finna get blocked and or unfollowed, and that's it.
Yeah.
See when I see you. If I see you, right? So it's like whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That was a good conversation. I like this. I feel like we should make this a segment on my channel.
Let's do it because I'm down.
Yes. If you guys would like to see Kaliyah and I just have girl talks. Exactly. Please like this video. Comment what you liked about it. If you agreed with anything, if you disagreed with anything, and if this video helped you. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.